My dad has always been a tinkerer. He's always loved fixing things and learning how to do things with his hands. For instance, I don't ever remember taking our car out for an oil change. It's just something that he loved doing on his own. And over the course of a few oil changes, he'd slowly fill up this large metal container filled with the used oil. And this stuff was dirty. I mean, it was filthy. It was basically sludge. And eventually he'd take it out to get recycled, but in the meantime, it sat alongside the outside wall of our garage. And me and my brother, we were given strict instructions to keep our distance. And I mean, we did. We absolutely did. Except the time when I didn't. And on that particular occasion, I was innocently strolling by when I stopped. I looked and I took a couple steps back. And I remember I could hear the sound of my own heart beating as I looked down and I saw myself reflected in that inky sludge. And I knew exactly what I should not do. And I did it anyway. I plunged both hands in until it was up to my elbows. And this stuff was thick and slimy and dirty. Basically, it was pretty awesome. And then it wasn't awesome. I suddenly realized how much trouble I was in. The oil clung to me, even as that was dripping from my fingertips. And so I tried to shake it off. And it went everywhere. And so I tried to rub it off and skim it off, but nothing was working. And so in the garage, I grabbed a rag that was way too small for the job. And then I snuck back into the house, and there I just began to scrub and scrub and scrub with soap and water. But the only thing I managed to do was smear the oil all over myself. And all over the porcelain sink. And all over the bathroom tile. And in trying to clean up my mess, I have made it so much worse. And so I did the only thing left I knew to do. Dad? I could hear him in the living room. And then in the hallway. And as he opened the door, I just burst into tears. I was so ashamed. But without a word, he took one of my oil-smeared hands and he led me to the kitchen. And from underneath the sink, he pulled out this orangey, scenty, sandy kind of soap. And he stood there with me. And he helped me clean up all the mess that I'd made. And we just watched as it disappeared down the drain. Sin makes an ungodly mess. It makes a mess of us. And it makes a mess of the things and the people that we used to try and clean it up and cover it up with. And it simply cannot be gotten rid of. unless we have stronger stuff. And the good news is that when we call out to Jesus for help, He has stronger stuff.